Spider-Man new MCU release is already addressing the biggest issue I have with Tom Holland's trilogy. Marvel is doing something incredibly clever with its new MCU Spider-Man release. If you were to claim that Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies were anything but excellent, you'd be rightly accused of being disingenuous, just as claims of perfection would be just as cynically received. The reality is somewhere closer to the positive extreme of the spectrum, but there is something that's been nagging me about the MCU's Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a kid dropped into an adult world, which was always sort of the point of his part in Captain America, Civil War, and then the defining point of his dynamic with mentor Tony Stark. That was partly because, by the time Civil War came out, a lot of the MCU's key 18 to 24 demographic was already aging out. As further pertinent evidence, audience data for the Marvels, via IndieWire, and even Deadpool and Wolverine suggest that the youngest MCU demographic has shrunk quite alarmingly. Gen Z simply don't come out for Marvel as much. The end result of that now is that projects made for younger MCU fans are few and far between, despite how valuable the broader family audience is for Disney, and indeed all studios. We're in a world, after all, where Moana 2, a not terrible, but not excellent sequel, has just casually sailed past $1 billion. Engaging that audience is key, especially where Spider-Man is concerned, and finally, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has remembered how important that is. Spider-Man is something of a contradiction in the MCU. It's the most teen-friendly MCU sub-franchise, but doesn't come with the 4 kids angling that other young hero franchises, and basically anything animated, tend to be slapped with. There's a very big reason, after all, why nobody even thinks to consider Spider-Man in the potential Young Avengers lineup whenever that MCU project gets off the ground. He's young, but Marvel have sort of made him not for the young.